The issues first selected by the team members regarding public education in Mexico were bad infrastructure, archaic education system, and low performance of professors during classes. We chose the latter because we consider it as a key factor for the education system. The professors are a pillar for education.
In Mexico, 85% of the students are studying in a public school, which makes sense if the largest social class in the country is low. In Querétaro, the average of years that people spend in school is 9.3 years. According to Program for International Student Assessment (PISA) exam, in Mexico, 45% of Mexican students didn't reach the basic mathematical abilities and 41% did not in lecture comprehension. In 2014, the government reformed the education system, where now professors are evaluated for their knowledge, in which serves for public schools to have the most prepared professors in the principal positions at schools. Nowadays, blue-collar workers are increasing, and one main reason is the lack of education. This affects because sometimes companies prefer to import human capital to get the better positions, and the beneficiaries are not the Mexicans. In the long term, this affects the economy because these people doesn't help the economy in terms of consumption, and fiscal and monetary policy have to be adjusted to regulate the economy.
To answer those questions, we asked government, stakeholders, students, and parents. So we had some mixed opinions from the people we interviewed. Most of the persons interviewed think that public school in Mexico really need to improve. Also, a common factor of the interview was that there was not enough budget destined to education, which reflects on not enough material and school facilities. All of our stakeholders interviewed agreed that professors should be paid based on their performance and giving class, since this will become a motivation to give a better classes.
There were some differences that we did not entirely consider in our initial hypothesis, and we realized through the interviews with the stakeholders. Our initial hypothesis was that teachers were not well trained and did not perform well on classes, and that there was not enough budget destined to education. Nevertheless, from students' interviews, we realized that their experience with professors was mixed, and even though they had bad experiences, they considered that the educational system was good and their professors were well trained. On the other hand, the grown-ups we interviewed had a different opinion. Most of them considered that public education was not good enough and that they perceived disinterest from teachers. A common factor in all interviews was that there was not enough budget destined to education, which was stated in our initial hypothesis.
Bootcamp help us in the ideation process in see the problem from different points of view, feedback of our problem from other students and entrepreneurs, and talks from experts about their entrepreneurial experience. The idea we came up with was to create a website for all public schools in Querétaro. There the students can grade the teachers and can see their profile. Also, the teachers must upload all the activities there because the best teachers from the city should receive an economic prize. The way the app gets money is by school advertising.